5 steps on how to write good blogs, email campaigns, and social posts coming up. So writing a good blog, social post, or email campaign can be very time consuming. So what's the steps? What's the process to simplify that, make it fast, easy, and allow you to create great content on the fly? Well, in this video, I'm going to walk you through a 5-step process that's very simple, short, and sweet that you can follow so that you can start creating share-worthy and valuable content to be posted to your blog or on your website, maybe a landing page, or maybe you use it for social media posts or an email campaign, or better yet, maybe you write one great piece of content that you can send an email campaign out to your customers, like in a newsletter type format. You can post to social media, and you can add to your website for SEO value. Let's jump in on step number 1. Step number 1 is to find an industry-specific blog that you like that has the types of topics that you're knowledgeable about. I would recommend following anywhere from 1 to 5 of these types of blogs. And what you're going to want to do is just scan through these blogs when you're ready to write some content. Just look for a topic in one of these blogs that you're knowledgeable about and you can speak to freely. This topic is what you're going to want to use as your cornerstone to create your content. So write the topic in your own words. This is your attention grabber. And that's step number 1, is just to find the topic and write the topic down and make sure that it's a topic that you can speak to freely, that you're comfortable talking about. I find that looking through other blogs that are industry specific helps me come up with that big idea, right? You look through those topics, you go, no, you know what? I like that topic and I can write a lot about that topic. I'm going to reword that in my own words, make it a good attention grabber, and use that as my building block to create my content. Step number 2 is to write down subtopics of that topic. I call this the key points. These are generally going to be your tips or your how-tos or your reasons why, based on that topic. So you have the topic, that's step 1. Step 2 are what are the key bullet points underneath that topic that you can speak about and talk about. Now, 3 to 5 points is usually pretty good, right? 3 to 5 tips, 3 to 5 reasons or how-tos is generally perfect. You don't need to cover every single detail that you know about that topic. The point is, just pull out the top 3 to 5 big points and sub points that you want to speak to about that topic. I generally use that with my content in the form of tips, like 5 tips on how to write great content, or 10 tips on email marketing, or 3 tips on a beautiful website design. And so think about those key points or tips underneath your topic that support that you can write further about. Step number 3 is to refine those tips and rewrite them in your own words so that they are really the mini attention grabbers underneath the major attention grabber. So they should be catchy. When people are looking at your site and reading your content or looking at your email newsletter, they're generally scanning that content. And the one thing that they are reading are the headlines. So you have your subject, and then these are your sub headlines underneath that. So these tips should be written well and be really exciting to the reader to maybe want to read more about, and that will be your content below that tip. But the headline of the tip is key. So take some time to write those to make sure that they're catchy. Step 4 is to write the content for each of these subheadings and key points. So this is generally not going to be a ton of content. People don't want to read a tidal wave of content. Try to keep it to like 1 paragraph, maybe 2 or 3 sentences. If anything, no more than 2 paragraphs. Just write freely here. Don't do research and all that stuff. Just use your own knowledge that you have in your mind and through your experiences to get to the point where you can even speak about this topic. Just use your own words, your own knowledge, write in your own voice. This is going to allow you to go super quick, right? You're just going to write freely for each of these topics, just 1 to 2 paragraphs. Keep it short and sweet. Your readers will ultimately enjoy reading that content if it's in your own voice. Step number 5, last step, is to proofread and edit your content. It's always good to have a second pair of eyeballs. So if you have a friend or family member or coworker that can go through it, that's great. If you want to go to the next level, you can actually look for somebody that's an expert at editing. I don't think that's necessary. Just proofread it yourself, edit it yourself, and then have a friend or a teammate or a coworker or something like that do a quick buddy check, we call it, where they check it real quick for you as your buddy and make sure that it's clean and good to go. One step here, in addition to that you can implement, is also to SEO optimize your content, which would be just going through there and making sure that you're using some good keywords and phrases that you ultimately want your website to rank highly for on Google, and integrate those somewhere in that content where it makes sense and it's relevant. Bonus tip, with your content, don't make it a sales pitch. Make it valuable content to any reader. It doesn't have to be a potential prospect of yours. It doesn't have to be an existing customer. You don't have to be given this crazy sales pitch. Just provide great content to anybody that might be interested in that topic. Now, at the end of your content is a good point where you can have a call to action with a mini sales pitch, such as, if you like what you learned today and you want us to do it for you, do this. Or if you like what I talked about with this product, then you can buy it here, or whatever it is. You can have a call to action at the end of your content, but leading up to that, just add crazy value to anybody that's interested in that topic. So that's it. That's how to write great content that you can use for your blog or your website landing page, maybe a product page, great content for an email campaign or email newsletter, and great content to use for a social media post, or you can maybe even break it up into multiple social media posts. This is all a great way to do content creation quick, on the fly, using your own knowledge to create the content quick. Once it's all created, take it live to the world, and hopefully you generate more leads, sales, and customers as a result. Or at minimum, you just add more positive value to the world with your great content. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, share it. Like the video, leave a comment if you have other tips that you would like to share on your process for creating great content. We'd love to see it. And follow us for more content like this down the road. Check out marketing360.com if you're looking for the best platform out there to manage and grow your business. Thanks for watching, and happy marketing.